Anyway, October Red. I'm here with Dillian Whyte. Welcome back. Always a pleasure. Somebody who I've got a lot of time for. How you doing?
I'm great. See, I made time for you. Even after all this, I made time for you because I'm like that.
You're trying to portray this image of a nice person.
I'm not.
Do you want me to show the people them the DMs how you always cussing me out every day?
Well, if I show them the DMs or you cuss me out, then, it's... But it's good. I made time for you because I can appreciate a sister trying to do her thing, man. It's like, I make time for everyone I can. Of course, I can't make time for... Yeah, let me take my glasses off, actually. Hold on. Damn, it's bright, I know what body feels like. No, but no, I try and make time. I try and help people as much as I can. That's one thing I try and do. I don't think about me and myself, obviously, because you never know who you're going to need one day, man, or what's going to happen, or your family might need someone, And it's good. It's good to see people do positive things. You could just be at home being some hate on the internet, but you're out here graphing and trying to build, so I respect that.
The respect works both ways. A fight that I kind of sat down and made the assumption that either both of you or one of you would have a belt. I knew the fight was going to happen again. I knew it was inevitable. I saw it happening. But we're in a different position now where both of you, there's no belts. It's like it's back to, obviously, the beginning.
You don't even need no belt. Some fights just don't need... everyone get caught up on undefeated, on belts. Fights are bigger than that, And that's when, look, Wilder ain't got a belt, but it's probably bigger than he did when he had the belt. Fury never had no belt, and you know what I mean? It's like AJ ain't got no belt now, but it's still a big draw. People, don't get me wrong, winning a title is great and having a belt, but there's guys that got belt that ain't got a pot to piss in, pardon my language, There's guys multiple world champion, but I can't do nothing, No one even know who they are.
This fight then, getting it made, I don't know. You know what, I might say something to piss you off here.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, well, I might conk you with the microphone. I've got nice feet. Listen, getting this fight made.
This is what October is for.
I'm not even going to
October is toes, look at that. No.
You got nice feet.
This is my female future world champion.
Say my name. Say my name.
Auntie. She got the mad name, I can't say.
My name is not, it's literally 5 letters. What's the problem?
Segem Ama.
You know what he calls me? Zuri. That's what he calls me.
Yeah, Zuri is from Wakanda.
Yeah.
The Black Panther's sister.
See, buddy's laughing because he can't believe the nonsense. My name is Sedem.
Zuri's a bad woman.
And the guy calls me Zuri. Since the day we met, he's been
I
calling
think
me
Zuri is
Zuri.
more beautiful than Sedem. Zuri is a cute.
Do you know what Sedem means?
I call my daughter Zuri.
My bad, I'm just going to sit down for 5 seconds.
do what you want.
I call my daughter Zuri. It's a nice name.
But Sedem means God has delivered me. I'm Ghanaian, guys. And it means God has delivered me. And this guy's giving me some
Why she
remix.
coming in here speaking of all history, man?
No.
So where do you think most Jamaicans come from?
We're from Africa, but
Probably Ghana as well.
she's speaking the whole tribal history, man. Please, man.
Getting this fight made, email sent across to you. I was one of them that says, we're going to get this done. Then you almost did like a Talk Sport roadshow where it was like the self-promo to get the wheels in motion. The conversations that we had, the to in and fro in. What made you just say, you know what, let me just take the fight, let me just sign the contract?
Adrian likes to hide out. When Adrian ain't got no news, he hides out. And he didn't want the fight. AJ wanted the fight. He said it publicly. He didn't want the fight. AJ wanted the fight. He was just hiding out. You know what I mean? And then the fact is I didn't want it to make it look like I was hiding and I didn't want to fight, when the fact of the matter is you send the email, we didn't hear from him for 1 month after multiple phone calls and emails. You understand? So I knew one of the ways to flush him out is obviously to attack him publicly. You understand? And then it worked. We're here.
Getting it over the line, because there was a bit of to in and fro in, like you said, finally we're here. But, there was stuff about the rematch. That's the last thing I've seen when you went on TalkSport. Then all of a sudden that was pulled out. What made you just say, you know what, let's just get this done?
They took the rematch out. They took the rematch out and that was it. That was the only thing I had an issue with. Obviously, I know there was undervaluing me, but it's boxing, man, and you have to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to see the opportunity and not the money. And that's what the problem is with boxing. A lot of these guys saying I want to make history, I want to fight for undisputed, but they're complaining about crazy amount of money. How can you get 80 million also 100 million? That's... Well, I guess if you believe that's what it's worth, then who am I to say what a man's worth and what his worth isn't, you know? So
You talk about opportunity there. Is it like the point where you thought, you know what, let me take it? Because at the end of the day, if you win, your stock goes up. You got to look at it like long term rather than have a short-sighted view and say, I want this amount because I'm worth this. But the win is going to make it's going to make you priceless. It's going to put, yeah.
but also, I want the opportunity to avenge my defeat. I want the opportunity to be in good fights, good solid fights. And that's what we spoke about. You know, obviously, Buddy ain't here working with me just to be in regional level fights. He wants me to be in big fights because it's good for him and it's good for me. And obviously, he helps solidify my history and he helps solidify, well, his history solidified already. They're already Hall of Fame. Homie got in that big ring. I'm trying to get that ring, but, you know, he ain't leaving it. He ain't taking it off around me. Damn. Trying to steal that. But, yeah.
Working with Buddy and your development as a fighter, improvements, you know, I've known that you had, what is it, the fourth trainer? You had, hold on, what was it? I can't remember the first one with AJ, the American man, can't remember.
I had trainers before that. I had Chris Oko and Leroy Harris.
Didn't know that.
My two first trainers.
Okay.
Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, that's it, Jonathan.
Mark
Banks.
Tibbs and...
Xavier.
Oh, yeah, shit. I was again that. Zav and Buddy. You know. And they was all good trainers. They all done a lot for me at the stage of my career, but progression is a must in this sport. And if you get to... Certain guys can only take you to certain stages. It's not that they're not good enough. They just doesn't know to unlock the next level. And there's nothing wrong with you advancing and moving on, but some people take it personal and then they start being childish and start being, you know, and just thinking about themselves and money instead of your progress. And a true friend and a true trainer will say to you, yo, man, things ain't working, or I take you where I can take you, or I take you where I can take you, you know, and that's what I respect. You know, someone else says, Buddy's like, I say, man, I'm easy regardless, man. If you, Buddy said to me, if you want to bring your trainer or train you alongside your trainer, and then certain man was moving mad, then security kicked in, and then they start moving mad.
So what is it about Buddy that gels well with you? What is it about his training style that works well with you?
We both have big bellies. We both understand the way of the belly. No, man. Listen, look at his record. Look how many fights he had. There's not a lot of guys that had that much fights. He still walks straight. He still speaks properly. His mind, his faculty is still there. He's not, you know what I mean? And he's an old man. And look, if you look at his track record,
Yes.
the fighters that he's brought back, the fighters that he's trained. I think he's world champion. He trained the guy for 2 weeks and won the world title. You know, and then if you look at fighters, Gatti, Talva, all those guys, he brought those guys back into the light. You know what I mean? Lemon, Bruce, not the White Rhino, Clifford T, and he trained a lot of guys. But he trained guys that people don't even know about or they even seen. You know what I mean? And then, you know, when you're looking and you're seeing it, you're like, okay. And he's seeing the things they implement in guys, and I'm not saying it because he's here. He also, you don't try and change. He tries to add little strings to help support you and try and get you in better position. And some trainers, my way or is no way. It's like some guys, go forward, or this. You know, Buddy's like, yo, why you do that? And if you can tell him a good enough reason, he might say, okay, we'll consider it. When you do that, add this to that, you know. And it's good. It's a guy that he works with. You don't just tell you. Some trainers will be telling you some nonsense, man. Like, go forward, but coach, I'm getting my head punched in. Go forward, keep pressing. He was slow down a couple of rounds, but my mind's telling me, no, coach, no, just keep getting forward, you know. But, you know, he tries to explain, you know, and he's calm as well, and he tells you, you just find Buddy will give you an instruction, and you'll be like, yeah, but coach, your guy just heard it. He goes, I don't care. Go and do it anyway. And then, when you do it and it works, and you can hear the guy, he's clearly telling you, double jab to this and do that, double jab and come back, and then the guy hears it, he's still landing it, and you're like, oh shit, you know, it gives you a lot of confidence, you know.
I mentioned it to Buddy earlier. It's kind of going to be like a chess match because we've got Derek James that's been named of like the trainer of the year, and then obviously you've got a Hall of Famer, your trainer, Buddy McGirt, in the corner. What I find really interesting about that fight is the two American former fighters, one being Hall of Fame, one being known as like the best trainer in the world, training two Brits that are going.
One was also two-time world champion, baby.
How do you see that going? Because it's going to be, to me, it's like a chess match with the two trainers because you both come on and developed with the fighters. So how do you see that going?
You never know what's in Buddy's man. Buddy's so relaxed. I don't even think himself knows what's going on. Buddy's relaxed, man. He just, as long as he pays attention, as long as you're doing what he wants you to do, he just lets you get on with it. And he's seen, I have the work ethic, the drive and all that ready. So he just give me little tactical support and remind me and help me with little things to become better as a person. So, you know, but he's always got a plan as well. He's always thinking, you know what I mean? And he's always, sometimes you think, this guy is super chill, but he does his, you know what I mean? He pays attention. Sometimes on Shadowbox, I'm thinking, he ain't watching. I do something. He goes, hey, man, come on, man. Stop that bullshit, man. And after I'm like, oh, I do some mad stuff deliberately to see if he's watching, and he's always on it, you know?
As an older fighter, a more experienced fighter, I think both you and Anthony Joshua have said the same thing. There's maturity where the both of you are kind of like prepared to listen and learn more. What is it that comes with age where it's kind of like you maybe, I don't know, were more headstrong and kind of like doing it your own way, but then the older you've got these teachers.
Getting your ass whooped a couple of times to you. Shit. When you think what you know is right, get your ass whooped a couple of times, you'll be like, damn, man, hell, I need to change a few things. I need to change a few things and start listening more, you know. And I made a lot of mistakes and got into a lot of trouble and messed up a lot of things in my life. And when I start listening, I start making so much mistakes, you know. And it's normal. If you're doing something here, you're not listening, you get in trouble, and you start listening, it starts getting better, then you only an idiot would not think, I need to listen more, you know?
Which kind of like echoes why you have to have the right person to listen to, and it can't just be anyone in your corner.
You need experience, and there's no one better than someone who's done it themselves and done it for other people multiple times. If you can't listen to him, then you don't listen to no one else. You know, you see, if you don't respect that person enough, someone who's done it and replicated it multiple times, then, you know.
Coming into this fight, everyone says it that your kryptonite is the uppercut. Shots that maybe the opposition will be setting up shots to try and get you with that. How do you intend? I'm not asking you for a game plan deal, but obviously that's going to be, I don't know, is it something that's on your mind when you go into the fight?
No, I don't really, when I'm in the fight, I don't really think about, people think whatever they want. They're going to try and throw that. Franklin tried to throw it, but sudden that bitch like a motherfucker. Tried to throw it, but, Fury is he's a big guy and he's very awkward and he sit back a lot. I watched the fight back 2 days ago, me and Buddy, and I showed him Buddy the punch and I was saying to him, imagine that. I made one simple mistake, one tiny mistake that I didn't even notice until 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I didn't notice a mistake. And I just top rank post a 5-second video and I saw the mistake straight away. It was a simple mistake. I just had this hand too relaxed instead of head in the hand a bit here. It was too relaxed. So the punch came off my hand and hit me there. But that's the kind of guy I'm honest with myself and I'm critical of myself. So I was able to spot stuff and that's why I try and get better. I'm trying to improve.
Studying your opponent, what do you see as the strengths that AJ comes in that you intend to nullify to ensure that you win the fight?
I haven't really studied AJ, we just been working what we need to work on because it's good to study opponent and it's bad as well because when you get in there and the man's doing something else, then what you going to do? You're like, I did that with Cesaro the second time because Cesaro normally go head body with the shots, 3-4 hooks, and then homie came in and he made one change. He was getting body hit this time, and it was like took me like about 3 rounds to pattern it, But I had him going in the first round. I should have just gone up, but I was like, this guy is tough. Derek. I was sparring Derek when I had no fights, and he was tough. Them time was getting 12 rounds with Klitschko, So I was a bit careful in that fight,
How do you see this fight going? If they're Nike, no.
You're such a cheap so-and-so, man. Why you always buying Adidas stuff, man? Did they sponsor you?
No.
So why don't you buy other stuff?
Because I prefer Adidas. I like German. Like I like my cars. I like my clothes manufactured properly.
Isn't that made in Germany as well?
Yeah.
So
No, Nike's not made in Germany. It's nice. It's behave. Nike's American. Nike's American.
They do make Nike in Germany as
No,
well.
they don't.
Are you sure about that?
Yes,
Okay.
Nike's American.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like,
Look, you've distracted me. How do you see this fight going?
what colour is your hair?
I'm growing it out because of you.
Yeah,
Because of the bullying. There's nothing wrong with
You
it.
look so much more beautiful with your hair black. You look so much better. You look like some paste up with the blonde stuff on. But yeah, the fight's gonna be a good fight. I'm definitely gonna win this time around. I'm gonna do everything I can. Like, you know, I'm gonna do everything I can to get the victory this time. Everything.
Do you think you overlooked it and started talking about the Saudi stuff with Wilder?
Ooh.
When you was in one of the interviews,
I
you?
didn't overlook shit. You never heard me say shit about nothing to do with Saudi and nothing. I said I don't give a fuck about that. I'm focused about Joshua. I didn't overlook nothing.
Wilder's somebody that's been on your hit list though, hasn't he?
I don't care about Wilder, man. Wilder does what he wants. I don't care about Wilder. He said he's never gonna fight me, and it's right. He said it was make you wait 3 years, and he did. You know, so I don't care about Wilder. I care about people that want to fight. Joshua wants to fight, and we're getting the fight on. I don't care about Wilder and what he's doing, man. You know, let him do his thing, man. Good luck to him, and God bless and all that other stuff. Yeah. To this day. There you go. That's it.
Dillian, thank you so much for your time.
To this day. You know what I mean, Radio Raheem? To this day.
All the best for the fight. I'll see you fight week.
You might see me fight week.
Oh yeah, because you're going like you're too nice on fight week, don't you?
No tight end fight week.
No, because you ain't doing nothing, don't you? Relax on that week.
Man, hell man. like someone famous always say.
Respect. Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.